Hello dear students, how are you doing? I hope that you are doing really well. I am م.ڕەوەند Siamond from Shahan High School for the academic year 2023 to 2024. Today I'm going to explain or teach you a lesson about conditionals in English from Sunrise 11 Unit 3. Let's get started. So, the types of conditionals. So, how many types do we have in English? The first type is zero condition, and first condition. After that, second condition, and the last one is what? Is third condition. So, when do we use it? It is important. How do you use it, or when do you use it? So, for zero condition, we use it to a high probability. It means a high probability is like something like a fact, and later on we'll just explain more. And first condition, a probability, and second condition for a low probability, and the third condition we use it what? To no probability. Okay, no probability. So let's just explain the zero condition. What is zero condition? Zero condition, main rules. The main rules. Okay, so this conditional is used when the result will always happen, okay? Look at this example. If water reaches 100 degrees and it always boils, simply it means the result always happen, okay? How? For example, it is a fact. I'm talking in general, not about one particular situation. The result of the if clause is always the main clause. Simply, it means if we have the main clause, of course, the result will happen, okay, in the zero condition, which is the main clause. If you have the first part, which is the condition, which is the must, and of course, the second part will happen. Like this example, we said, if water reaches 100 degrees, it always boils, okay? And plus, guys, the if in this condition can usually be replaced by when. So simply you can change if to when, okay? For example, when water reaches 100 degrees, it always boils. Okay, so it is the same, when and if. You can change their places as well. So, like the uses, when do you use it? Of course, in different situations, not only one situation. The first one for general truths. And after that, we can use it for habits, and you can use it for real world, okay, and scientific facts as well. You can use it zero condition. And the structure is like that, guys. So the structure is really important because in English, like you have to know the structure of each sentence and to know this sentence, of course. So the structure is easy. We have if clause plus main clause. Okay, for example, if plus present simple, guys, it is really important. After if, we have present simple. Later on, after if clause, okay, so we have comma, which is so important. Why? Because if you don't use this comma in a sentence, so it'll be wrong. So that's why you have to take it into consideration. And the main clause will be present simple too. So if clause and main clause, both of them are what? Are present simple. So be careful about this one. And we have got one note. So do not forget commas or comma when if is in the beginning of the sentence. Simply, when we have for example, if clause, do not forget comma. Why? Because it's a must. You have to use it. Okay? But when if is like in the second part, if you substitute or change the places of main clause to if clause, in this case, you don't need comma. So let's look at some examples. So look at this example. The first example, if it rains, the ground gets wet. Okay, so both sentences are what? Are present simple. And the second example, if I cry, I cough. Okay, so maybe it is like habits. That's why we said we use it for different situations. And after that, if you mix yellow and blue, comma, look guys, and you get green. Okay, so it's a fact, it's a scientific fact. Okay? And the last example, if you eat too much and you get fat, of course, it's a reality. If you eat too much, more than 3 meals, in this case, of course you get fat, or you will be fat. And now let's move on to the first condition. Okay, what's first condition and when do you use it? And so let's just break it down and just explain it. So the main rules, it is used to talk about things which might happen. Look at this. Which might happen in the future. So, which might happen in the future. Might happen, might not happen too. So that's why it's important to know this. And of course, we can't know what will happen in the future. Of course, we don't know, or we don't know what will happen in the future, okay? But it might happen. But this describes possible things and which could easily come true. Okay, it talks about possible things and easily it might happen. Okay, that's why. So that's why first condition we use it. Okay, and after that we used, of course, to talk about a possible condition and its probable result in the future. Of course, we said it's for possible what? Condition, and it is probable result in the future too as well. So simply it might happen or not happen. So a low probability to happen. Okay, you can say a low probability to happen. So the uses, we can use it for possible plans, so promises, and we can use it for warnings as well, and also threats. And the last one, persuading someone, you can use for these kind of different situations. So the structure is like that. The structure is simple. So if clause plus main clause. Okay? For example, if plus present simple, again guys, do not forget comma, and plus future simple guys. So in zero condition is different. The main clause or the second part is what? Is future simple. The rule is easy. Will plus verb base. Okay, verb base. For example, if you study, you will pass. Okay, so what? The second part is future simple. Okay guys, so after that, let's take some examples. Just look at these examples. The first one, for example, if I move to a new apartment, I will invite you. So it's like a low probability that I will invite you. Okay? And after that, if I will help you, I will help you if I have time tomorrow. Okay? So simply look at, and I said, when if clause is in the second part, okay, or if is in the middle of the sentence, we do not need comma. Look, we don't have any comma. Okay, I will help you if I have time tomorrow. Okay, and after that, if you study hard, comma, you will pass the exam. Okay, so after that, we have another condition, which is what? Which is second condition. So the main rules, first, we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. Okay, so it's like a probability about the future that are not going to be true. Okay, for example, it's like imagining some dreams. Okay, so you are imagining some dreams that are not going to be true or to happen. And also, secondly, we can use it to talk about something in the present, okay, which is impossible because it's not true. So simply, guys, we can use it for future and you can use it for present too as well. But it is impossible to happen, so it's not possible. About future and about present too. Okay? So the use we can use for what? For unlikely situation. Okay? Like unlikely situation. The first one, or hypothetical conditions. We can use it for these two different situations. And the structure is important too, okay? So look at the structure. So we have if plus a past simple, guys. This time is different, okay? In second condition, if plus past simple, look, for example, you know past simple, and later on what? We have comma again, and then would plus infinitive. Infinitive, it means verb. So verb without ing, without is, without ed. This is called infinitive. Would go, okay? For example, if I played well, I would get the present or the prize, okay? So this is the second condition. Let's take some examples and it's going to be more clear for you. So the first one, if I won the lottery, so I would buy a big house. So look at this sentence. The if part is what is past simple. Look, for example, this one is what is past simple, guys. Past simple, but the second part is what? Would plus what? Verb base. Verb base. So the verb is base. We don't need to add s, ed or ing at all, okay? So this is called verb base or infinitive. The second sentence, if I had this number or his number, I would call him. Okay, so look at this sentence too, past simple and would plus infinitive. Okay, but it's like it's not truth. Maybe it's not going to happen. Okay, not going to be true. Maybe I would not call him. Okay, the third example, and if I were you, I would do a lot of exercise. Okay, for example, if I were you, I would do a lot of exercises. For example, this is past simple and would plus infinitive too as well. The last example, guys, look, as I told you in the beginning of the lesson, for example, we have if clause at the second part. So in this case, we do not need comma. They would stay longer if they had more time, okay? And the last condition for today, guys, is what is third condition. So the main rules of third condition, it is used to describe a situation that didn't happen. Look at this point. It says didn't happen. It means in the past. It's not about present. It's not about future too. Okay, and to imagine the result of this situation. Okay, something didn't happen in the past. So, and you are imagining about the result of this situation, why didn't happen? Okay, we use it what? Third condition. It is no probability at all. It's like imagination. Okay, so we can use for what? For past action that didn't happen and its probable result in the past. Look at the point. So this point is really important. It says what? It says past. Okay, why? Because it's probable result in the past that something didn't happen. Okay, simply. Just be careful about this point. Okay, the structure is easy again. So if clause plus main clause, it could be vice versa too. And for example, if plus past perfect and plus would, look guys, you know past perfect is, do not confuse with what? With present perfect. Why? Because past perfect is we have had plus, for example, you can say past participle or verb 3. Okay, and after that we have comma. After comma, what do you have? We have would plus have plus past participle or verb 3. Okay, so this is the structure or the rule of what? Of third condition. Let's take some examples. She would have become a teacher if she what? If she had gone to university. So it's what? It is no probability at all. It is about something in the past that didn't happen. So of course the result will not happen too. Okay, so if we had taken a taxi, the second example, if we had taken a taxi, we wouldn't have missed the plane. Okay, So if you look at here, we have got if clause plus main clause. Okay, it is what? It's no probability at all. It's about something or imagination about the past that didn't happen. So let's make a distinguish, or let's distinguish about first and zero and second and third condition, guys, or how to distinguish between them or them. Okay, zero condition expresses a fact or habit. As we talked about in the beginning of the lesson, so we can use it for different situations. But first condition expresses a realistic future. So it's about realistic future. And so the second condition expresses unlikely situation. The situation is not or hypothetical. Okay, if I were you, I would study a lot. So it's about hypothetical or unlikely situation. Okay, and the third condition expresses unrealistic situation. It is not true at all. We said, okay, we talked about this one. If I had become a teacher, I would have helped, for example, the students. So it's about what? For example, it's about something that no probability at all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy it and the lesson. See you next lesson. Have a nice day. Bye bye and peace out.